Hey guys, it's Mark, SmittyM14, and this is just going to be an update on the American War of Independence, Musket and Tomahawks slash, I guess, project that I'm working on. So, shortly, actually not shortly, but the same day that I uploaded my last video with the update of the Perry miniatures, etc., I actually received my last part of the miniatures that I had ordered from Foundry while I was uploading that video. So I now have all the miniatures that I've ordered. Obviously, the buildings that I've ordered, they're all done, or I received them and they're all put together. I finished putting them all together yesterday. It didn't take very long, so I'll go over those here in a bit. I'll show you the Foundry miniatures and kind of how they compare to Perry's plastics. They're gonna blend fairly well, I think. I'm really impressed with Foundry. I think their models are awesome. I ended up getting they come in groups of 8. So I've got 2 groups of firing, 1 loading, 1 headquarters for light infantry, and then 2 sections of light infantry. So I have 16 light infantry, not counting the headquarters section. I got sunburn on my back, so that's why I'm scratching. So, and then I've got an additional 24 regular troops. So I've got pretty good collection going troop wise. I got kind of bored, I guess, yesterday, waiting for some things to kind of take place. So I kind of started putting a little bit of flesh tone on the American Indian and painted some stuff. I should have finished the British infantry guy, but this was just for whatever reason calling my name. So I like how the skin turned, or so far it's just one base coat of Barbarian Flesh by Vallejo Game Color. I think I'll just go with that and then do like a Army Painter skin wash, or maybe like a light shade. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see. But I think these will paint really quick. I'm not going to do a whole lot of highlights and all that stuff, just because I want to get them done and on the table, because Dan's way ahead of me on getting stuff done. So I need to catch up. Other things, I got Sharp Practice in the mail. I haven't even had a chance to look through it yet, but the gameplays that I've seen, like on Beast of War and stuff, once we decide to go big level besides skirmish, then I think that'll work. It looks pretty cool anyway. So I ordered their pack that has like the MDF objective markers and other markers, acrylic markers, and then a deck of cards. I'll go over that at some point once I have a chance to look through it, and let you guys know what I think of it. There's plenty of reviews, I'm sure, out there, but I'll just give my thoughts on it for what it's worth. So otherwise, hobby-wise, like I said, the Sarissa buildings are complete. They look great. I'll stop this video here after a little bit and kind of bring each one up and give you my thoughts and kind of what I ran into. Didn't run into any major obstacles. One of the buildings, I'll just give a little bit of advice about, I guess, and what I thought. But they went together really quick, and that's about it, really, hobby-wise. So I've got today off, which is Friday, and the weekend, so I should have some time to get some hobby in, and kind of go from there. So that's about it. I still haven't received my Musket and Tomahawk rules. I emailed the guy at Redoubt Miniatures, and he hasn't responded back yet, so I'm probably going to fire off another email and say either, I guess respond and let me know if you're going to send them or not, or refund my money. So that's kind of where we're at with that, which is unfortunate. I wish he would just at least respond and and let me know. If he doesn't have them, then just tell me, and we'll go from there. Or if whatever, I guess it doesn't take that long to respond to an email, especially when you're a company. It's been, I think, over a week since I emailed him. So even if you're doing shows, but that's just my opinion. But other than that, things are going good, and it's been a busy week. Good, busy, and yeah, so that's that. What I'll do is I'll stop this video and I'll turn it around. I'll show you the troop collection that's going on, and then we'll go over the buildings here too. So hold on, and you'll see what's on the table. Alright guys, so here is the wide shot with all the other crap in the background, but that's all the troops. They're all based. So we'll just, I think I kind of went over this before, but there's the group of American Indians. Those are the Perry plastics there. And then these are the Foundry that I got in. So this is light infantry, regular troops, standing and kneeling firing, regular line troops loading, and then there's the light infantry command character set. So like I said, really cool models. I would definitely buy more from them, and I would highly recommend them anyway. So here is comparison size wise between Foundry and Perry plastics. I think they'll mix fine. They're pretty close. Size-wise, they don't stick out. There's, you know, size-wise anyway. No, that's Perry's. Never mind. But there's the metal Indian from Perry and Foundry. So they'll mix well. So that's that. I'll pause it and we'll go over each individual building here. So be right back. Alright, so the first building that I just grabbed, I guess, was the house with porch, stone chimney number 2. This went together really well. I glued this roof on. You could probably leave it off if you want, but I think there's enough room to reach in here finger-wise to put troops in if you want to do it. The reason that I decided to glue it down is I thought this would be kind of fragile if you were trying to put it on and off. These aren't very thick, you know, so you could do it either way, I think, and be okay. There would be a fragile point right here. That's probably what concerned me the most. That point is the front of this, and that notches into the side. So, but like I said, there's plenty of room. Well, there would be plenty of room to slide them in there and out. So, it's not terrible by any means. So. And now that I can get it out here, one thing to keep in mind is what I should have done. Stand by for a second. Alright. Technical difficulties over. So keep in mind, barrel is pointing up and it doesn't fit in there that well. But this is a good building. You know, the windows have a 3D effect. I'll go over the windows on one of the other buildings where you can actually see them a little bit better. But this actually went together really well. There is the windows on the back. You can see the frames a little bit. I did leave off the little roof on the back here. You could probably glue it in place if you really wanted to, but I left it off. All the buildings that have the chimney have this same look on it. One little tip is the inside of the roof. So this part here, how it's notched. What I did to make sure the chimney was lined up is I laid that little section because it just fits right over here. I put that on there to get everything lined up correct. So I would do that as a tip, because if you get this up too high or off left or right, you're going to have a hard time sliding your roof on. So just a tip for y'all. I used super glue on this just because I wanted to hammer them out really quick. It worked really well. I use Gorilla Glue, and it helps keep everything together and makes your build time go fast. You just have to be really cautious because it does dry really fast, and you want to make sure things are set right. So or dry fit and all that fun stuff. So there's the roof on it, and then the other roof just slots on here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but you get the idea. So I won't push it all the way on. So that's what it looks like. That's the house with porch stone chimney number 2. I'll pause it and I'll put the next one up. Okay guys, so this is the house stone chimney number 2 by Sarissa. These are all by Sarissa, just to get that out of the way. This was a good kit, very similar to the other one. As far as the chimney on the inside, use the same tip. The internal details are all the same on all these kits. So here's the outside front with the door. One thing that I screwed up on, except for the last building, unfortunately, is the window frames that have the 3 panes like this. This should be actually turned around, and it should look like this. So what I did is I matched the frame for what was on the actual wall, and that's not correct. It looks okay. It's just one of those minor details. Just pay attention to that when you're putting them together. But otherwise, everything went together really well. There's the side, and then there's the back. The other thing that I would point out is pay attention on your walls. I don't think it would really matter, but if you want it to look like how it is in the picture, you could very easily, and you can actually change it if you even want to, I guess, to get a different look. You can put this wall on the back side, then your door is going to be closer to the chimney and vice versa. So if you want it to exactly match how it looks in the picture, just be aware of that. It's not going to change the construction or foul anything up. It'll still work the same. It's just aesthetics wise what you want to do. So there's that, and then there's the roof on that one. So that's a nice little kit. Again, all these were nice little kits, and there's that one. So I'll pause it and I'll bring up the next building. Alright, so next up is the log cabin with stone chimney. This is a good little kit. They do hang out on the sides to simulate that log cabin look. The internals, the chimney on the inside, I don't know why they did this, but it's totally different than the others. It's shorter. So the little tip that I gave you as far as the outside wall for the roof to give it as a guide point, that little tip is not going to work on this. That's why there's the glue spots higher up. I don't know if it's just a design flaw on Sarissa's point or part. I can't talk. Or if they've just changed how they did that, because it's notched just like all the others. It's just shorter, so it doesn't work. So I don't know. It doesn't change how the kit is. Just be aware of that if you get this kit. And maybe some of their other kits are similar to that. Just be aware of that. And like I said before, dry fit. I wish I would have dry fit this first and figured that out. Then I wouldn't have the glue stains, but I can always paint over those. That's not a big deal. But same internal detail. Same thing with the windows. I screwed these up too, but they'll be fine. So there's that. One tip on this kit is, let's see, you can see it on the bottom, how the slots for where the walls go are twice as wide as what the slots for the walls are. So the slots on the floor are twice as wide as what the tabs are for the walls. Now I don't know if that was done intentionally or not, because how these fit together, these walls, you almost have to have a little bit of wiggle room to get them to fit in and slide in because of these how it overhangs. So that might be by design. Be aware of that. What I did is, as long as you push the walls to the inside of the slot, you'll be fine, and it'll fit fine. So don't glue them to the outside of the slot. See how it's glued onto the inner part of it on all four sides. That's what you want to do to get a snug fit. So there's a tip on that building for you. But it's a great looking little kit. And there's what it looks like with the roof on. So there's that. There's the tip on that one for you guys. So we'll go on to the next. Okay, so here is the house stone chimney number 6, I believe. So pretty much same on the outside. Once again, pay attention to your windows. This one actually has 2 doors, one on the front, sorry, and one on the back. Same internal details, same thing with the chimney, same tip as the other ones. This has a little extra section. You could probably either glue this roof on or just slide it on. It fits on there very well. And then there's the roof. So it's got a snug fit. Chimney fits well, so that's why I kind of say on the one that the chimney was off, it may have been on my part. And to be honest with you, they're not going to fit real snug anyway, because it's a point that you slide on and off. So, but another good kit, and we'll go on to the next one. So just one second. Okay guys, so this is the last building, and I think this is the one I showed off in my previous video, but just to get them all in again, we'll just go over this really quick. It's the same basic principle idea as the other ones. This one has that same tip I would give of setting that internal piece, and what I mean by internal piece is, can't really see it on the diagram very well, but it's this piece here for the roof. So I would give you that tip for this one as well. Same internals like I said. There's the sides, windows, make sure you do them right. Otherwise, I mean, they look fine, but it just kind of annoys me that I put them upside down because I wasn't paying attention, so pay attention to your instructions. So there's that one. Like I said, I went over that one in the previous video, so I won't do that again. So the only thing gripe-wise, like I said, on this was the chimney fit, but I think that might just be how it was assembled, possibly. So that's the last of the buildings, and so what's next is the bridge. So I'll pause this one last time, and then we'll go over the bridge here. Alright guys, so here is the railed bridge from the North American range. This went together really simple. The base of this goes together really simple. Maybe the only fiddly part is the railing. Each one of these railings is a separate little piece that gets attached to the big railing. So I would highly recommend using, if you don't use super glue for the rest of it and you don't mind the dry time, I would highly recommend using super glue, at least for these, because they are fiddly. And just the instructions wise, so you can see how the pieces are. There's a very small contact point. Even with super glue, it took a little bit to line it up and make sure it was set correct on there. So, but it went together really quick, really simple, and I think it's a pretty cool little train piece. Once I make some actual rivers or streams, it'll be a good part of the table. So that's that. It's pretty basic on the bottom. You've got a little base that you can do your basing material on and stuff. So nice little kit. There's what troops look like on it. So it's plenty wide. Give you plenty of room to march a formation across if you want to do that. So that's that. So anyways, that's the end of the video, I guess. As always, take care of each other. Hope everybody's doing well. Be good to each other, and take care and have fun hobbying. Talk to you later, guys.